News with LJ and Allie, doing the news with LJ and Allie. Yeah, here at the Wrasslin for Life Network.
Love it. Love it.
Yes. Hello, everybody. It's LJ and Allie.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
I hope everybody is having a very good week. We are doing some tag team news for you guys here at the Wrasslin for Life Network.
Got that.
Yes. See,
Yes.
we can make all the letters. We just need to be together.
Welcome back to the Crimson Chronicles.
Exactly. See, Nick, you gave us a name and we're sticking with it.
Wait for the
So,
t-shirts. Wait for
yes.
the t-shirts.
But you know what comes first.
Yes. Today in wrestling history.
Yes, today in wrestling history, I put 3 things because this is a bonkers day.
Yes.
The first thing is 37 years ago in North Carolina, Ric Flair defeated Jimmy Snuka to win the NWA Mid-Atlantic United States Heavyweight Championship. That's a mouthful and a half.
Yes, it is. For sure.
I just wanted to point out because, like, the wrestling is, like, so old, and Ric Flair and Jimmy Snuka are. I just mean wrestling has been going on forever. So seeing this, it's like, wow, Ric Flair and Jimmy Snuka, they were like wrestling in the NWA Mid-Atlantic United States. Like, when did you think they were in the Indies? But this would be the Indies at the time.
Exactly. And you could just tell by the grainage on the picture.
I tried so hard to find a good picture. I did. It was this or one that kind of looked like someone tried to paint it. I don't know what filter that was.
Yeah. And if anybody was actually alive and at a good age watching that 37 years ago, let us know because me and LJ, that's longer than I think we've both been alive.
Yes.
Not to make anybody feel old.
But then we also have 19 years ago. Do we also have a picture? We should have a picture. Yes, we do.
Yay.
The WCW presented the Spring Stampede in Colorado, where I found these gems. These are gems that happened in there. Hollywood Hogan and Kevin Nash defeated Roddy Piper and the Giant in a baseball bat on a pole match.
Wow.
Woo! I love that. Baseball bat on a pole. Actually, it was specifically a big baseball bat on a pole.
Yes.
Yes. Raven defeated Diamond Dallas Page in a Ravens rules match that I've never heard of until reading this. And Randy Savage defeated Sting in a no disqualification match to win the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. So I would say that's a pretty iconic day. Do you want to do the last one here? 15 years ago?
For sure. 15 years ago. And also just a shout out because it was on Easter Sunday, Roddy Piper's birthday. So
yes.
Rest in peace, Roddy. He's my dad's favorite wrestler. So I just had to do that.
Hey, all right. It's all good. You guys got to check out Allie's Instagram because, she posts all the wrestling birthdays.
In reels when when I get around to it, 100%. All right, and 15 years ago today in Dayton, Ohio, Colt Cabana defeated CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero in a 3-way match to win the IWA Mid-South Heavyweight Championship. All these heavyweight championships today.
I saw those 3 names and I said, Colt Cabana won.
Yes. Yeah. Who would have thought?
And then I had to get a picture of it, but I couldn't get one with Colt on the top. So I assume that something happened after this dog pile of neck holds because Colt won. And I was like, that's just iconic. So that is 3 very different years, but very different things happening all on the same day. I find that to be very cool.
Yes. Very exciting.
Yes. Next up, Mr. Kashida. He's got 2 little parts here because he's been in the news all morning.
Yeah, actually.
Jeez. Started with him being moved to the alumni section of WWE, and everybody would just said, whoa, what's going on? So I'm just going to take a sip of water here. You take it.
For sure. So Kashida moved to alumni section of WWE.com. He has been moved from the active roster section of WWE.com to the alumni section after an appearance on WWE television last week. Kushida last appeared on WWE television on last week's episode of NXT 2.0, where he was assaulted by Von Wagner backstage and replaced by his Jacket Time tag team partner in the pre-announced match. Kushida also deleted his Twitter account. Details are unknown at the time. However, Kushida would be subject to a recently reported name change within WWE to avoid having stars use
Yes.
their real name or previously used names. We all know this. This has been going on since like last week or the week before, I believe. And of course, he falls under both categories, being widely known by his actual name from previous work with New Japan Pro Wrestling, amongst other notable promotions.
Mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm. See, yeah, I had to leave that in there because the details were very very unknown. As soon as he deleted his Twitter, he was moved to the alumni section. Like, what's
yeah.
going on? And then I love that people were pointing out that there's a good chance he may have that might have been the sticking point for the contract because we
Mm-hmm.
we did get some details that he has left the promotion and it was that he's not re-signing or anything and I
Mm-hmm.
can't help but speculate that possibly this big name change that's going on, that in a big wave that's going on in WWE, that maybe that was the thing that he's like, no, I'm not changing my name. I'm
Yeah,
Kashida.
yeah. And
So,
like, I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about the name changes? Period. It seems to be
Ludwig,
causing a lot
that's
of
how I feel. Ludwig.
seems to be causing a lot of like, not
Yeah.
everybody's very happy about it.
No, no. But we do have Dave Meltzer saying he is done. His contract expired. It is not a secret to say wasn't going to stay. I know in WWE, belief in that he starts with New Japan in June. So hopefully, if his return in New Japan is in June, we will see him at Dominion on June 12th.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys want us to cover that, you guys gotta let us know because we usually don't cover all New Japan events. But if Kashida's gonna show up, who knows who else is gonna show up?
Exactly. And you know what? I think we're slowly but surely starting to bring all the New Japan shows into rotation here.
Yes. Well, I mean, they all keep popping up at AEW, and then they all want to fight Moxley. It's like
Yeah,
Moxley
and then
went there and he did something because they're like, we're going and we're fighting him.
yes, yeah,
What did
exactly.
you
He's
do?
targeted. I mean, he's just Moxley. I mean,
That's yeah. He's just so good. They
does
just
he
want to
need to
fight
do
him.
anything? Yeah.
Yes. Up next is our wonderful Princess Io Shirai of NXT. Unfortunately, has a leg injury and is currently using a walking boot. Um,
Mhm.
it's not great. I don't have, I'm not going to be teacher LJ today. Don't got diagrams and labels because this is seems to be much more of I would say, common thing for the wrestlers when it's like
Mhm.
a wrist or an ankle,
Yep.
something along those lines. Like, yeah, I landed wrong, and she did land wrong. Where it was noted that in the stand and deliver match,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yes,
Mm.
that her leg appears to hit the announcer's table during a moonsault, speculating that this is what caused the injury. So that's that. People found out through Shinsuke Nakamura's Instagram because he was having lunch with her, and you know how the internet works. They're all Sherlock
Everybody's
Holmes
a sleuth. Yeah,
instantly.
everybody's a sleuth automatically, 100%.
Yes, yes,
But we hope she recovers speedily.
yes. I was sad to hear that because we always need more women's wrestling, especially in NXT, because usually they're in some very weird storylines. But she was pretty
Yes,
great, so
I was gonna say
yeah.
we need good women's wrestlers, not gimmicky women
Yes,
wrestlers.
yes. Well, we got another story, Mister on the thumbnail.
Woo!
I,
Ezekiel!
I
Dun
can't
dun
get over
dun.
that face. I can't get over that face.
Yeah, somebody said when we were watching it live on the live watch along party that he looks like Drake and Josh's dad. I can't remember who, but they said that, and I was like, spot on. Like we need to.
How is that possible? Are they related? Oh my god!
Literally. Oh my gosh, he is Ezekiel and Elijah's father. Drake and Josh.
Yeah, we just cracked the case, guys. He's not Elias. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. We have figured it out, Alpha Academy.
It's official.
He is the dad of Drake and Josh. We figured it out.
And
Case closed.
It's done. Pack it up.
But he did.
Will we be seeing Josh versus Drake in the ring?
I would actually love that because there is some beef between them right now. Drake keeps claiming that they've been friends since the show ended, and Josh is like, dude, you weren't even invited to my wedding.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Drake's doing his own thing.
He is. Yeah, he's avoiding the law.
We don't talk about Drake, you know?
Like, no, but Josh is doing amazing. Josh Peck owning the world.
We love a Josh Peck in the world, okay?
Absolutely, yes. But we should probably go back to Ezekiel, their dad.
Sorry. So Ezekiel claims it's been months since he's seen Elias. I wonder why. Appearing this is like so ridiculous. Appearing on the Pat McAfee show, Ezekiel was asked about where exactly his brother Elias has gone. The new Raw star answered, "It's been months since I've seen my brother. I miss the guy. Despite all the trouble he liked to cause, he was actually quite a good brother to me. I miss him, but he's out doing his own thing. He'll pop back up when it feels right. In the meantime, I'm here. I'm his younger brother, and I'm having a great time in WWE." So yeah, Elias was declared dead during a series of vignettes on Raw in August 2021, which is confusing as to why he's alluding to the fact that he'll pop back up.
Yeah, he's dead, and he's also doing his own thing.
It definitely brings the point of WWE being a soap opera for men.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
I do love that he just kept going and even pulled it through on yesterday's Raw. Like, this is gonna go forever.
Yes. And when he was asked about Elias's disappearance and how his family felt about his debut, Ezekiel answered, "The family was a bit torn up, but this is Elias. This is what he does." On the other end, they're so proud of me. They're so excited. They can't wait to see me. They gather around the TV for Monday Night Raw, just like I used to when I would watch Elias. It's a great full circle.
Does Elias regularly die and leave his family? What?
I just love how I love the golden retriever energy Ezekiel's given off here.
Definitely. He is totally just happy to be involved.
Energy. Yeah. Love it. And honestly, who knows? Maybe I'll like Ezekiel better than Elias.
So far, it's a gimmick that makes me want to come back. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. This is pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, he came out. It was a bit ridiculous. I remember the first episode of Raw. We were all like, "Oh my god, what did he do?
Yeah, like,
what did they do?
Who's this?
Elias?
What is this?
What did they do to Elias?" But I'm liking him as each episode goes on.
I agree. So I hope that the creative just leaves them alone and lets him do correct things, because so far he's got it. First time I'm interested in seeing something on Raw for a long time is I want to know what's happening with Ezekiel.
We're all tuning in for Ezekiel. What is he gonna say next?
Yes. But to stay on the fun news, we don't really have an LJ Says, but we kind of do. LJ says that this video that I'm about to show you makes me very happy, and I hope it makes everybody else happy too. But the volume is a little louder, so turn it down. I didn't fix that part.
Headphone warning. Headphone warning.
Headphone warning.
Love it.
Yeah.
I was doing it too.
Yes.
This is what happens when LJ Says and Ali with Love is combined. We just show humble, lighthearted videos.
Yes. No one's being spicy today. We are just showing you happy things. This was also so funny when this frame This picture is just golden. Love
Yeah,
it. It's
I don't
so
even.
funny. It's the the machine kind of looks like it's not even like taped to his fingers. It looks like a blood pressure. It looks good. I know it's part of blood pressure on there and stuff, but it looks very a little janky. Just a little
Yeah,
janky for
just
WWE's
it's just a little
like
odd.
budget. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was happening there.
But I think would you like to make this story the last?
Oh
No,
yes.
we got
Nope,
wait, this one
doesn't
and
matter.
then we have one about a bear that I think we should end on that one.
Sure, sure. We'll end on
Okay.
that one,
Okay. Do
and
you
we can
want
do
to
this one next.
cover Miss Alexa
Yes, of
Bliss
course,
here?
my favorite. So WWE has reportedly had a has a complete lack of creative direction for Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, and we all know this, Alexa Bliss has not appeared on WWE since the 2022 Elimination Chamber. Fightful Select is reporting that she was willing to work the WrestleMania 38. There was apparently a creative pitch for Bliss to be involved in the Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair storyline. But that was quickly shut down. And the priority of booking Bliss has significantly shifted following her therapy vignettes at the start of the year. Complete lack of creative direction for Bliss. Talent and creative were told that Bliss was very transparent about frustration that nothing of substance has been booked after being out of action for half a year. Talent that we heard from said that there was also discussion backstage that Bliss had voiced that directly to Vince McMahon. And I know she's been out. She had a sinus surgery, and then she was busy getting married, which we did cover last week on Friday.
Mhm.
Um, but does that necessarily? Do you think like Vince is mad at her, like because she's like,
Yes.
"Peace, I'm gonna go like dip for a few months," and
How
then when
dare you
she
be happy? You need to
honestly,
stay
how
here
dare
and
you
work
not
for
yes,
me.
work every single day that I need you to work? Come on, you can't have a life outside of wrestling.
Mhm.
What?
Exactly. What? What?
But she with the WWE, the internal roster leaks, they were leaked last week. She was second for, I believe, babyface, women's babyface.
Yeah. Yeah, she
2020.
was. I wasn't aware she turned babyface.
Yeah, so I don't know what's happening with that. I'm wondering when we're gonna see it because she's been married. We're waiting. When are we gonna see her? That's my question.
I agree. I have no idea. She seems like her character was on a good path, and then I thought she could stay heel, stay creepy.
Yeah,
Every
I
I
like
liked
her.
that people were reacting to her being all creepy. It's great, and she can still fight too. So I'm not totally. I'm fine with it. But yeah, now it's kind of just like, well, you took time off for this, so you just don't need to be on television now.
Do you think, question for you, well, like, and the viewers, let us know in the comments below. Um, but do you think they just like have no idea what to do with her since the Big Show left? And they were
The,
like, or
the yes, the Big Show. I
yes,
agree. Yes.
uh,
Yes, the Big Show
because
left.
that's when
Yes. Yeah.
that's where her whole creepy character came out of,
Mhm.
and that whole
Mhm. Big Show was always known for being the creepiest person, jumping out
right.
of boxes and everything.
So they were
Yeah.
partners. Then he left, and then I feel like they just like were like, okay, well now we can't use that storyline. What are we gonna do? All out of ideas, I guess.
Yeah, it's like they were like, "We've tried." This is a good quote from The Simpsons. "We've tried nothing, and we're all out of ideas."
What?
What?
Yes.
You guys tell me down in the comments who said that,
Yeah,
cause
who said
I
that?
remember. But our last story of the day, I really wanted to end on this one because it's absolutely bonkers. And why am I showing you a picture of The Rock looking
I
confused? Well,
can't
that's because
see the eyebrow.
Bruce Pritchard was on the Something to Wrestle With podcast on his podcast, and he said he talked about The Rock narrowly avoiding locking up with a bear as part of a promotional show for WWE uh, when they were getting involved in the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, the story goes Vince came into my office. We were going to be the New York Stock Exchange to ring the bell on the stock exchange. And he repeats himself a lot. I actually had to take out a few sentences like that doesn't mean anything. And Vince wanted to put a ring in the middle of Wall Street, shut down Wall Street, and put a ring there and have twice matches at noon. I thought he was just telling me this, so I was like, okay, we need to put on a show. We need to come up with something. But he was telling me, hey, I want to do this. Get it done. And then he trails off and goes on, I want a bear. I want The Rock to wrestle a bear. The Brahma Bull versus a bear. The God honest living wrestling bear, which used to be an attraction back in the day. And I have no doubts in my entire mind that that was a very honest and real suggestion from Vince McMahon. It didn't end up happening because of obvious reasons.
Thankfully.
But Bruce did talk about later how for all the animal rights activists, they were like, the bear always goes over in these situations.
Okay.
But also they realized that having a bear downtown New York, noon, not a good idea. No.
I'm not sure the whole idea was a good idea to begin with.
No, I think he just wanted something to do and he saw Brahma Bull. And I'm pretty sure outside of Wall Street there is a giant brass bull. I don't know why,
Okay.
but that's a sculpture in New
Yes.
York, and I want to say it's near Wall Street. So there's a good chance he was like walking around, saw that, and was like, "What if we get him to fight a bear?" That's my best guess. I don't know. I don't know. I just heard that story and I said, we need it. We need that because I assume this is exactly how The Rock looked at him like, what, you want me to do what?
Yeah. Huh. I can't do the eyebrows.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm like, huh?
I don't know how he moves his face like that.
I don't know. My eyebrows can do a lot, like up and down and stuff, but they can't move like that independently.
I feel like my eyebrows have a mind of their own.
Yes.
So, yeah. That being said, yeah, that was an interesting story.
I had to put it in there because it just made me laugh so much, and I figured that this seems to be a very lighthearted news episode today.
Yes,
You know, we did get some news in there. We had Eshirai, Kashida, we had a whole bunch, and I just figured we should have a little bit of a laugh today.
100%, 100%.
But we still have a little.
Da-da-da-da. Question of the day.
Yes. I have a question. Who in the comments, and you as well, who do you want to see come from the main roster to go to NXT? And I know that's a weirder question because usually they go from NXT up, but we've seen a theme of Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode, now Natalya, a whole bunch of people going downward, almost as if Vince McMahon finally wants to make the brand equal. I don't know where that's from, but yeah.
This is NXT 2.0.
Yes, so I'm just thinking, who's somebody that's not doing much on the main roster that could have a very good thing back on NXT? And my first initial reaction was Finn Balor, because he did just lose his title and he seemed a lot happier in NXT, but the NXT he was happier in was black and gold, not covered in paint.
Yes. So
that's why it's a question for you guys, because I don't know. I didn't even know Natalya was gonna get called down to NXT. So
maybe they'll put Alexa Bliss down there since they have no idea what's going on.
Maybe that's exactly that. There you go. Just put her there.
I don't think they should, honestly, but I feel like they don't know where to put her.
Actually, if she could fight Gigi Dolan, I would feel so awesome about that.
Yes.
Because Gigi is known for being like a hardcore, like disgusting wrestler. Like if you look into her past, she'll spit, she licks, she shoves things in people's mouths. She's disgusting. So I feel like her and Bliss could have a very cool match.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be very
and I mean disgusting as in wonderfully. It's great.
Yes, wonderfully disgusting. We love everything, you know? guts and gore on this show.
I just find it so funny because you can watch like indie things of her. And I'm like, how did she get hired at WWE? What?
Of all places, too.
Yeah. So, but that's my question. Who do you want to see
um.
other than Alexa Bliss?
Yeah. See, I don't know why my mind's only going to like the women. Um. I'm trying to think of somebody like not the greatest that I don't think should be on like Raw and go to NXT.
Yeah. But
um,
yeah, I'm having trouble remembering everybody too because they've gotten rid of so many people. I'm like, are they
I
there?
know
No.
it's been like spring cleaning, I guess you could say.
Yeah, what happened?
Spring cleaning of WWE.
Well, yeah,
Let us
they
know in
only
the
have like
comments.
24 women because they had to call in so many for the battle royal.
Yeah, literally. I'm trying to think of a male. Maybe let's put Ezekiel down there.
Yeah, there we go.
He
No, we'll
seems.
get Elias
He
so he can
seems.
work his way back up.
There we go, Elias. We're gonna see Elias in NXT next week, and Ezekiel back at the
Exactly.
top.
I would actually love that. Just have two different characters. Love it.
Honestly, I feel like they should do that. Like, that's the way they can keep going with this brother thing, and it not be
Yes.
like makes it a little bit more better.
You can always have them in vignettes like just missing each other.
Yeah,
It,
yeah. Like, oh, there's my brother. Oh,
it'd be
he
like, oh
just
yeah, I'll
left.
just go this way as his brother turns around the
Yes.
corner. Yeah.
Or he's so mad he freaking just storms
Mm-hmm.
off. The one. Anyways. All right. Well, after
Yeah.
the question of the day, we just wanted to say our WWE NXT lineup for tonight, as we
Yes.
are going live as we always do, usually on the daily. We have our live NXT watch along later tonight. And on the roster, reportedly so far, we have Natalia versus Tatum Paxley, who debuted last week on NXT Level Up, which we watched as a live watch along after we watched SmackDown and Rampage, and it was entertaining because we were there. That's the only reason why you guys watch NXT Level Up, is if we're live watching it with you, because
Our team is the most entertaining.
it was a half hour that felt like a good 2. So
Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does.
I don't know. It was my idea, and it wasn't a good idea, but
Well, yeah, it's all good.
it's okay.
Maybe one day we'll turn it there and it won't be like that.
It's fun. It's fun when we have. We should all go on one day live and review NXT Level Up with all 5 of us. Imagine the chaos.
Oh gosh.
But following that, we have Saray. Am I pronouncing that?
Yes, Sarai.
Versus Tiffany Stratton, and Carmelo Hayes versus Santos Escobar. Very exciting. And obviously, many more people that we're going to see tonight.
Those ones are just the ones that have been advertised for
Yes.
tonight's lineup. So but that has been the show, everybody.
Woo! Thank you for watching the news.
Yes, thank you so much. I have been LJ. She has been Allie.
We have been our tag team Crimson Chronicles.
Oh, this way. There we go. Tag team.
there we
go. And I hope everybody likes, comments, subscribes, ring the bell, do all the little buttons to let us know that you guys want to see more content, and keep coming back every single day because we have shows every single day.
Yes. So. Check out our Instagrams too. When we're not on YouTube, we're doing stuff on there, whether it's posting stories or whatever. Just a reminder, please answer the question of the day, guys. Come on, we need interaction. We just want interaction with we get our regular fans tuning in to our lives, and we want to see you guys interacting outside of the lives as well. So
yes,
please.
It would. You guys, you can all. We will respond. We'll like it. We'll respond.
Yes.
We do that.
Yes, we can have lots of conversations.
Yes, and you won't be roasted. I won't LJ says you. I like opinions. I like being told why I'm wrong. Trust me, I've asked you guys, tell me why am I wrong. So it's
When you
all good.
subscribe, you're part of the fam, and we don't roast the fam.
Yes.
So only with love if we do.
Only with love. But
That has
yeah.
been the news for today. Anything exciting this week? We do have an interview coming out. So long as everything is okay, coming out. Is it Thursday or
Um
Wednesday? It's on Wednesday.
yes, tomorrow we have an interview coming out. And to celebrate a certain holiday that is, but it is with a wonderful indie wrestler named Riley Jackson.
Riley Jackson. So please
From
tune in to that.
he has fought Eric Redbeard. He is in a tag team and just recently held some tag team titles. And I find him to be a wonderful heel, definitely like an MJF in the making. So I cannot wait for this wonderful interview. And it will be live on Twitch, but it will be re-put on YouTube, obviously, for
Yes,
all the fans that don't want
so
to
you
go
can
through all
see it.
the Twitch nonsense. So
Yes, so you can see it on all platforms.
yes.
It'll be available. And then yeah, we'll be here all week doing our live watch alongs, our news updates, and we have AEW Rebellion this Saturday. So yeah,
Yeah.
exciting
Wait,
stuff.
no,
We're
not
doing
AEW. We got Impact Rebellion this
Impact.
Saturday.
Sorry. So many wrestling companies.
Impact. It's all
Sorry.
good. There's so many companies, and half the time
Yes,
AEW people are in Impact. So,
that's a mind slip when you have so many things to read on the news.
but I do that too. Don't worry. But thank you everybody so much, and we will see you all later for the NXT watch party.
Have a
So,
lovely day.
bye bye.